Here we're getting a quick look at the Oz Wonder Shred, which is great. It reminds me of when I used to take Wonder Bread and like pull off the crust and bind it up into a tight ball and eat it. Those days are long gone, but it's flat to a mellow rocker, and it's got a a very similar ride to the Oz Shredfest, and it's got a very similar kind of camber profile and similar sizing. They both tried both 157s. This just has it seems like a little more edge on snow and a little shorter tip and tail. But you've got, as you can see on here, you've got a mellow, flat to past the bindings to a mellow rocker. So this just felt like a tad more serious than the Shredfest. But still same personality, kind of that flat to rocker where it's fun to pop, it's fun to butter, it's fun to play around in the park, but it's not really a board for people who really enjoy turning, really like to celebrate a spring out of a turn. The flat between the feet kind of takes some of the life, actually all the spring out of a turn. But it, the rocker right here helps the turn just stay like on a circular turn, where those flat to rocker boards, those pure flat boards like flat cambers, they don't turn quite right. They twitch at the end of it. They don't really have any return. They're the worst. But this is better, and it's it's not a bad option, but it's more for people who are just making a couple turns to set themselves up for the next trick, and that's more fun to them. Buttering, pressing, ollie, nollie, popping around, hitting the park, hitting the jibs. So, that's the Wonder Shred to me. So, if you look closely here, you can see, I don't know if you can or not, but hopefully you can. There's a real fun kind of material across the top sheet that I really like. It's got this kind of like skateboard type of feel. But it's not as coarse as, it's not like sandpaper type of feel, but it's just got a really good feel, and it's real easy for your boots to hold on to place there. I guess if you have boots with rubber, not EVA foam bottoms. If you have EVA foam bottoms, you're fucked across the board. You just have no traction whatsoever. But, for most people with rubber or Vimeo insoles, like normal boots like that, see a little Vibram, little normal rubber, you'll get good traction. And I would, I rarely use stoppers, but even if I were to use stoppers, I might not with this board because of that. Here's a look at the base. And, all in all, I like this board. I just found that I had a little more fun with the Shredfest. I felt it a little more playful, where this felt kind of committed, a little grabby in the conditions that I rode in, although, these are spring conditions and pretty poor all in all. So there is the Wonder Shred, and hope this helps.